Hey guys, this is Amit and you are watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Realme Narzo 30 versus Redmi Note 10, and we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips, and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, Narzo 30 have triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera, and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas Note 10 comes with quad camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera, and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is Note 10 because it have quad camera setup, which have 2 megapixel of macro camera, which can take high resolution of photos. And about the front camera of the devices, Narzo 30 have 16 megapixel of wide camera, whereas Note 10 have 13 megapixel of wide camera. So clearly the winner here is Narzo 30 because it have low aperture, which can take low noisy photos in low light condition. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Narzo 30 have LED flash HDR and panorama, whereas Note 10 also have LED flash HDR and panorama. So it's a tie. And about the video recording options in the devices, Narzo 30 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization, whereas Note 10 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 60 fps. So the winner here is Narzo 30 because it have gyro electronic image stabilization, which can stabilize your footage, and it have high fps of recording. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Narzo 30 have Android 11 support. On the other side, Note 10 also have Android 11 support. So it's a tie. And about the user interface of the devices, Narzo 30 have Realme UI, whereas Note 10 have MIUI. So it's a tie here because both of the user interface have different UI, so it's up to you. Which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Narzo 30 is powered by MediaTek Helio G95 based on 12nm processor, whereas Note 10 is powered by Snapdragon 678 based on 11nm processor. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, Narzo 30 is packed with Mali G76 and Note 10 is also packed with Adreno 612. So the winner here is Narzo 30 because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Narzo 30 can clock at 2.05 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas Narzo 10 can clock at 2.2 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is Note 10 because it have a faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, Narzo 30 have two options, 4 and 6 GB, whereas Note 10 have two options, 4 and 6 GB. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same capacity of RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Narzo 30 have 64 and 128 GB of storage, whereas Note 10 also have 64 and 128 GB of storage. So it's a tie here. And about the external storage of the devices, Narzo 30 have dedicated card slot, whereas Note 10 also have. So it's a tie. Moving to the display features of the devices, let's start with the display size of the devices. Narzo 30 have 6.5 inches of display, whereas Note 10 also have 6.43 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same screen size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Narzo 30 have 83.4%, whereas Note 10 have 83.5%. So it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Narzo 30 comes with Full HD Plus display. On the other side, Note 10 also have Full HD Plus display. So again, it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, Narzo 30 have IPS LCD having 90 Hz of refresh rate, whereas Note 10 have Super AMOLED display. So clearly the winner here is Note 10 because it have Super AMOLED display, which produces more darker black and more vivid colors. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's start with the thickness of the devices. Narzo 30 have 9.4 mm of thickness, whereas Note 10 have 8.3 mm of thickness. So the winner here is Note 10 because it have slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, Narzo 30 comes with 192 grams of weight, whereas Note 10 have 178 grams of weight. So the winner here is Note 10 because it have lower body weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, Narzo 30 have Gorilla Glass 3, whereas Note 10 also have Gorilla Glass 3. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Narzo 30 have plastic back with plastic frame, whereas Note 10 have plastic back with plastic frame. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have same build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Narzo 30 have side mounted fingerprint scanner. On the other side, Note 10 also have side mounted fingerprint scanner, so it's a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, Narzo 30 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas Note 10 have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass. So again it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. Narzo 30 have 5000 mAh of battery capacity, whereas Note 10 have 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same battery capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. Narzo 30 have 30 watts of fast charging, whereas Note 10 have 33 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is Note 10 because it can charge up your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Narzo 30 comes with normal speakers, whereas Note 10 have stereo speakers. So the winner here is Note 10 because it can produce a massive sound. And about the headphone jack of the devices, Narzo 30 have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, whereas Note 10 also have, so it's a tie here. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot, so it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, Narzo 30 have 5th generation of Bluetooth, whereas Note 10 also have 5th generation of Bluetooth. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. Narzo 30 have a GPS, GLONASS and BDS, whereas Note 10 have a GPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS. So clearly the winner here is Note 10 because it have Galileo chip. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, Narzo 30 have 2nd gen of Type-C connector, whereas Note 10 also have 2nd gen of Type-C connector, so it's a tie. Moving to the price of the devices in the international market, Narzo 30 is around $180 and Note 10 is available from $180. In the Indian market, Narzo 30 have starting range from 12,500 rupees, whereas Note 10 is available from 13,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner here is Note 10. In the performance, it's a tie. In the display, the winner here is Note 10. In the body segment, the winner here is Note 10. In the features of the device, it's a tie. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner here is Note 10. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below what do you think, which device is better for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.